is why we're all here tonight, simply to say thanks to our Minnesota veterans and their families.
We've been given an amazing opportunity to show support and kindness to those who wear the uniform of soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, and Guardian. And the kisses go rolling along, in and out, in and shout, and the night and night about, and the kisses go rolling along, from the walls of Montezuma to the shores of
We honor military members for their duty, commitment, and sacrifices. We honor their families for their unending support and encouragement. And we thank all of them for the importance to our nation and the sacrifices they've made. I'm pleased to report that thanks to your generous contributions, MMAF has awarded nearly 18,700 grants, totaling more than $12.5 million since the organization was started in 2005. So thank you, everybody. Please join me and raise your glass to offer a toast to all Minnesotans who have served. Hear, hear.
If you don't know, SEAL is an acronym. It actually stands for Sea, Air, Land. And what that means is it's sort of definitive about how we can approach in our infiltration from the sea or the air or the land. All right, so what does it take to be a Navy SEAL? Well, here's some numbers. 5,780 push-ups, 5,500 sit-ups, 75 miles of running, 55-mile rowing in a small rubber boat, 8 miles of low crawl, you might think of it as an army crawl, and 14 hours of just sitting static in the 60-degree ocean water, plus a whole bunch of other extreme exercise numbers. When I look back and I think, what were the times I was most anxious? My first parachute jump, this one actually isn't my first one, this is over San Diego Bay, but when you're looking down over the earth and you're 5,000 feet away, it's a little daunting. I remember a conversation with my 7-year-old. I'm leaving the next day, and she's asking me all these questions. Why do you have to go? And you have to explain, well, I got to get the bad guys. And then she says, what if you don't come home? And that was the toughest part for me.
So my job this evening is to introduce our distinguished guest speaker, Secretary Jim Mattis, that he is the best combat leader of his generation, and perhaps any generation that this country has produced. Mr. Secretary, we are so honored to host you in our state and before this great group of military and veteran supporters. Thank you for joining us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Secretary Jim Mattis.
I'm largely here because of General Votel. A Marine doesn't forget his debts to the young troops or to the commanders who stood the test. General Votel did not serve in the Army for decades. I did not serve in the Marine Corps. He was in the U.S. Army. I was in the U.S. Marine Corps. We answer to you. We represent you, and we're accountable to you. And we never forget that in a country where we're so fortunate to have the Constitution that we're sworn to defend. And it will take that veneer right off those who go into the close combat realm, and you see what they have, and it's so heartening in almost all cases, because combat makes good men better and bad men worse. That's all there is to it. That was when I realized I'd rather have bad jobs at times if I could be around the best people I'd ever been around. Communities need leadership. Industry needs leaders. We all need to be working together to keep this great big experiment we call America alive. that we will fight, that we have young men and women who will look past all the hot political rhetoric, they'll raise their right hand, and they'll sign that blank check payable with their lives. And that's a fact, and any enemy who wants to take us on cannot deny that we fought, and we fought well. Thanks very much, and God bless America.